everything changes.
Hey, what's up, Rockstars? Welcome to the channel. Today's Monday, December 21st, 2020. Only 10 more days left in the year. As I wrap up everything that I have going on here from Orlando at my temporary home away from home, I want to make sure that you guys are as ready for 2021 as possible. We all can't wait for this year to be over. I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone, and so what better way than to start preparing all of the rest of my videos for the new year and leading in there. Thursday, I am going to have a live show as long as the live Wi-Fi holds up. I think it will. We were playing World of Warcraft the other night, so I think it'll be okay, but be prepared for Thursday's live show. Will be an Ask Me Anything, an AMA Q&A for anything you want to know about ending this year or starting new in 2021. This video is things that I think all resellers, all business owners, really a lot of these items should have for their business, especially resellers, going forward into the new year. You should have already had it for this year. A lot of you are new though. If you're watching this channel for the first time or you're a new seller in general, these will be geared towards you. A lot of you are experienced, and probably out of these 10 items, you're probably currently using 7 or 8 or even 9 of these. So if there's any additional items that you think every reseller or business owner should have or should think about putting into their repertoire, please comment it down below, and I'll be sure to check those comments after the video. So number one, and I get a lot of heat for this one because a lot of people like to run on tablets, on their iPads or Samsungs or mobile devices, and I do as well. Obviously, I'm working on a smartphone all day. I have an iPad, this iPad Pro. I use it for a lot of tasks. It really just depends on what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, the item that I think every reseller should have in some form, fashion, shape, or otherwise is a laptop or desktop computer. A lot of you try to operate on a phone only or a tablet only, and for things like Poshmark, you can pretty much do everything. But at the end of the day, if you're going to expand to other platforms, which you should be, if you're gonna run programs like My Reseller Genie or QuickBooks or accounting, while they can be done on mobile devices, they're not easy. You know, eBay invoices, very hard to pull up. PayPal is very mobile friendly, you know, but with the changeover to manage payments on eBay, that requires really a computer. It's not so easy on the desktop. There's a lot of options that aren't available. Selling on Amazon absolutely requires a desktop. Shopify, probably 50-50 mobile to desktop. A lot of things, regardless of what business you're in, you need to have an actual computer. Please don't try to run your entire business off of mobile. Some people would disagree with me, and it can be done, but trust me, I went 8 days without my laptop when the screen broke, and because of COVID, I couldn't take it in to get it fixed, so I had to ship it off to them. They overnighted it. They took like 3 days to repair it, then it was like Saturday, Sunday, and then they overnighted again. I didn't have a computer for a week, and it was hell. I'm telling you, I used this tablet, this iPad, along with, you know, a keyboard, wireless keyboard, and my phone for that entire week. And yeah, I got stuff done, but like editing videos, I couldn't even edit videos on my computer. I had to use Kate's MacBook Air. Like I would record my clips and put it on her Air, edit it, and then send it back. It was a nightmare. So please get a computer. That's number one. I highly recommend it. Number two, kind of the follow-up, it's so obvious, is a smartphone. If you're still using an iPhone 4 that can't even update the eBay app, you're just gonna have all kinds of problems. You don't need the newest 12 Pro Max $1,300 iPhone, or even, you know, I think I have an 11 Pro Max, last year's model. You need something reasonable. You can get good smartphones from your carriers at a great price, 20 bucks a month. You could have a great smartphone. It's an investment, or you can go buy one on the used market, $500, $600, $400. You could pick up like an iPhone, probably like an iPhone 8 for like $300 or $400 on the used market. Anything, you know, 7, 8 plus, or any of the Androids that are within 2 or 3 years, 4 years, probably the most old one I would think to get, maybe 5 years. Just a good smartphone with a good camera. Any of those phones that newer, that level or newer, will have a great camera. You don't have to have these incredible cameras that these new ones have. They certainly help. They're awesome. But buy what you can afford and buy what you can invest in your business for. If you have an old phone, it's just not conducive to running a business. So number two is a good quality smartphone. It's an investment in your business. I run a ton of stuff off of my phone. If you can afford to get a tablet as well, not a bad idea if there's something you want to use it for specifically, which I do indeed. So number two, a smart mobile device, multiple if you can afford it. Okay, number 3 is 2 physical items for number 3 and number 4 for resellers. A shipping scale. I still see a lot of people in Facebook groups not weighing their items, not having tape guns, not having these items they need to ship their packages, and it's insane. That will save you alone even $2 a package. If you're shipping 4 or 5 packages a week, you can save yourself $8, $10. You can save yourself 40, maybe 50, 60 bucks a month, $500 or $600 a year simply by having a scale, weighing your packages and buying them offline. That should be a given. Tape gun, tape your packages, good supplies that you pre-buy and find the cheapest supplies for. Make sure you have everything that you need in order to ship properly and affordably the cheapest way that there is. Otherwise, you're just throwing money out the door. So that is number 3 and number 4. Number 5 is absolutely an office and dedicated space. We talked about this in one of the videos a little while back, about a week ago or a little less than a week ago. Organization is something that a lot of us struggle with. And if you actually have your own space, you'll be able to be more organized and get things done quickly. Let me show you guys the space I'm working with currently. We have obviously a living room and this kitchen on my side, but I'm working at a table right now for you guys, and I'm recording just up against this back wall, taking advantage of the space that I have. The dogs are over in the bedroom. They're walled off, they're doored off, so that Kate's working on her computer, they're hanging out with her, and I have a space to work. This isn't a dedicated office like I'm gonna have in my new house, but I'm making the most of what I have. I have my computer, I have my tablet, I have my phone, I have my microphones, lapel mics. I have everything that I need, that I can sit here and record for you guys. I can check on my Shopify and my wholesale. I can check my emails over here on the computer, check one on the tablet, and get everything done. And I know that all my stuff is right here, and I can just work one to the next and finish it all. Dedicated space, whatever your space is. If you have an office, fantastic. If you're working out of a storage unit, that's fine as well. Whatever you have, that is your independent area. So that is number 5. While we're on that topic, number 6 is an accountability partner. I think it's important that you actually have somebody that is supporting you, somebody that is behind you, whether it's somebody you're working with right next to you, maybe your significant other, brother, sister, mother, father, whoever you work with. Obviously helps to have somebody who's in your corner. If you know somebody, like Poshmark has their PFFs or whatever it is, they each support each other and they're accountable to each other. They have spreadsheets that you can share. You can create a Google spreadsheet and share it to show how many listings you did today, how many sales you did, to kind of lift each other up where it's not out in the public. If you want to do it out in the public, that's fantastic as well, and you should absolutely consider that. But having somebody who's on your side is awesome. If you don't have somebody, find somebody. There's plenty of people in this community that would be happy to have somebody to work in coordination with, maybe somebody in your local area. There are local meetup groups. I know they're not really meeting in person, but they're meeting virtually still and over Zoom calls, so you can find somebody that way also. And to follow that up, if you need accountability partner and a place to come for answers, a place to bounce ideas off of or learn things, you should absolutely be a part of at least one good quality Facebook group. It doesn't have to be mine. If you want to be in my Facebook group, fantastic. We'd love to have you. We have 118,000 people in that group. It's linked in my description box, Thrifter Reseller World. But find one group. Dominic has a fantastic group. Star has a great group. Everybody has at least one group that's a great quality group. Don't let them intimidate you or scare you. Ignore the people that are trolls, block them, whatever. Report bad comments and let the admins handle it. But just join the group and have a place that you can go. Don't spend 8 hours a day in the Facebook group, but have a place that you can go, that you can bounce ideas and learn things and get answers if you need them, whether it's from me or someone else. Please consider a Facebook group as one thing that is part of your everyday learning thing. So that would be number 7, number 6 and number 7, accountability and Facebook group. So number 8 is when you start doing all of these sales, you need to expand to other platforms. You have to be on more than one platform without putting your eggs in one basket. So cross listing, super important. It can manually be done, and having a program is not an absolute positive necessity. However, you're wasting time. Time is money, and if you want to make the most of your time, get a cross-posting tool. There are several of them, of course. There's always competitors. I highly recommend List Perfectly. I've always, List Perfectly is a sponsored partner of this channel. They're a fantastic company. They have a fantastic product. I love Claire and Amanda, awesome owners of the company, and they do a great job. So if you want one, that's easy, that we can stand behind, it's linked in my description box below. You get a small discount for using my link and my discount code, and you'll have a great product that will save you time, save you money, and make you more money by putting you out there into multiple platforms, 2, 3, 4, 10, 12, however many you want to be on. So I can't stress how important it is to be on at least 2 or 3. I would say 3 really is your medium or minimum amount of platforms you want to be on. Being on 1 is a no-go. You have to be on 2, and I would recommend 3. Don't spread yourself too thin. We're on 4 actively right now. eBay, Amazon, Shopify, and we were on Posh. We've kind of traded that out for social media more. I just find that my local direct sales and wholesale is kind of more lucrative for me. So, but I always try to stick between 3 and 4 platforms, definitely. Okay, number 9 is an accounting program. When you start selling things that are adding up to significant amounts of money or even little bits of money, you've got to account for this money that's coming in. Sales, profits, cost of goods sold, and expenses, fees, shipping labels, store costs, promoted fees, bubble wrap, new light kit to take better photos. You have to have a way to do it. There's plenty of ways to account for things. You can use a Google Sheet. Perfectly okay with that. If that's what you choose to do, knock yourself out. It's free. Google Sheets, Google or Microsoft Excel, whatever you have, absolutely free. You can use it all day long, number 1. Number 2, you can sign up for GoDaddy or QuickBooks. I've used QuickBooks for the better part of a decade. I love it. It's awesome. I've never had a problem with it. I use the online edition. It is like $200 a year. Which comes out to what, like $17 a month or something, $16, $17, $18 a month. I don't even know what it is. But at the end of the day, that's an investment in the business. 15 bucks a month is pennies, it's peanuts for a good accounting program. But I was recently introduced, you guys know, to my Reseller Genie. Not only does it allow the accounting like I do with QuickBooks, it allows you to do inventory tracking if that's something you choose to do, to track your items, what's in stock, what's sold, how many of each you've sold, how many jeans you sold. It does everything. I have the intro video below along with the sign up for my Reseller Genie. Paul and Faith created it. They're awesome. Paul's a fantastic Excel programmer. He created the program. It's available in Excel right now, and it's also going to be web-based in 2021 at some point. We don't know when, but hopefully January, February. Right now, you need Excel 2019, 2020, so 19 or 20, and you can use it. But do consider checking that out. There's a little demo video I did with Paul that explains it and breaks it down. You can watch that video, and then if you choose to get it, use my code, you'll get a discount as well. So an accounting program, whether you use a free one from Google Sheets or whatever, if you choose to pay for GoDaddy or QuickBooks for their $150 to $200 a year, or if you choose to buy my Reseller Genie, which is currently only $40, it's going to go web-based. It'll still be cheaper than the other 2. Please consider one of those to keep track of your numbers. You have to keep track of your numbers. As a side note, I didn't put it on the list, but a CPA is also something to absolutely invest in your first couple of years. All right, so number 9 is an accounting program or setup, something. So important. A lot of you don't do it. I don't know why. I can't understand why a lot of you don't do it. I get it. It's intimidating. What are you going to do? All right, number 10 is absolutely, since we talked about cross-listing to another platform, we talked about not having our eggs in a basket, you absolutely have to learn other platforms. If you are intimidated by Amazon, by FBA, by selling, by Shopify, by wholesale, by learning social media, by getting direct sales or Instagram or whatever, then you need, this is the one you guys don't have to have, but if you intend on being successful and extending to these platforms and you don't want to put the time into learning it through YouTube or through all these hundreds of hours of videos, you need somebody to help you learn these other platforms. I'm happy to do it. There's 1,000 YouTube videos you can watch of mine. There's thousands of videos you can watch from Dominic and Lindy and Raken and everyone and their brother, Star and Keith and you name it, Adam. They all have YouTube videos you can spend all the time in the world to learn these other platforms. You're welcome to pick up my training package that's linked below for 2021. It breaks down and separates all of the videos into categories: eBay, Amazon, Shopify, Posh, accounting, etc. So that's an option for you. Whatever you choose to do, it doesn't matter to me. I appreciate if you pick up the training course and the bundle for New Year's Day release. If you do, thank you so much. If you choose to sit on YouTube for hundreds of hours, that's awesome too. That's how I learned a lot of things. I did pay a few people for some help and some training. Trust me, I did way back in the day. But at the end of the day, you have to do something to learn these platforms. Don't be scared of them. Don't be intimidated by them, but learn other platforms for 2021. The number 10 most important thing you can have and need for the new year is the knowledge. It's not a physical, tangible item. It's knowledge to get these other platforms off the ground and running. And once you have them off the ground and running, you can go back to our, number 7 or number 8, our cross listing, list perfectly, and get your items rolling. So first you got to learn the platforms, and then you got to use the cross listing tool to get them all out there. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Number 10 things that every reseller and a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners better have for the new year, for 2021, if you intend on making real money and making it a better year than 2020. Lord, we can only hope. All right, I'll leave you guys to that. All the links of everything I talked about below can be found right down there. List Perfectly, my Reseller Genie, my program, everything is down there. There's affiliate links, which help support the channel. They don't cost you any extra money. They're linked below to printers and scales and phones and computers and everything else that you need. So check them all out. Have a wonderful Monday night, guys. I have a lot of work to do, so I'll let you get back to it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, real important to the algorithm, so more of us get to see these videos. Hit it and subscribe to the channel to not miss any more videos. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you next time.